Hey everybody, happy Monday. Jeff Davis here. Today is Monday, February 27th, 2017. And today we're going to talk about emotional intelligence, getting our week started off on the right foot, and then applying these tips and techniques throughout our week and beyond. Now, if you're not really feeling today, it's Monday morning. I get that coming off a weekend, sometimes it can be difficult to transition into the week. Feel free to check out one of my previous videos, which is called How to Make Monday Absolutely Awesome. Some really powerful tips in there about how you can make Monday one of the best days of your week. And I'm not referring to that in a motivational way. I'm talking about real practical advice. So emotional intelligence, what do I mean by that? By emotional intelligence, I'm talking about the ability to properly respond to people, to harness your own emotions, and to stay in control of your responses to the world. Now, studies show, and I'm referring to numerous books, research projects, and case studies out there in the world, that emotional intelligence is more crucial to your success in life than IQ, which is your intelligence quotient. Now, here's the challenge with our society. In schools, we're taught all of this knowledge. We're taught all of these various things that are going to boost our IQ. But we're not taught how to improve our emotional intelligence. We're not taught how to improve our emotional quotient. And that's where I think schools could improve around the world. And definitely where in society at large, these tips can be used on a daily basis, because we all interact with difficult people. We all have setbacks and unexpected challenges. These are definitely tips I wish I would have heard while I was in school. And also various experts I've talked to also said that these tips aren't really taught enough at universities, high schools, middle schools, schools in general. And my goal in this video is to give you some of those tips, one, to apply in your life, and two, to pick your interest in the topic and realize that yes, emotional intelligence is crucial to your success. I'm going to refer in this video to my good friend Michael Benner. He has been a radio talk show host for many decades. He's a personal development expert, and he specializes and focuses in emotional intelligence. So his insights are absolutely perfect for our discussion here today. Now, I've emailed him numerous times, we've chatted on the phone several times, and I met him in person during one of his seminars in California a few years ago. Get this, I featured him in my recently published book, Reach Your Mountaintop. 10 Keys to Finding the Hidden Opportunity in Your Setbacks, Flipping What You've Heard on Its Head, and Achieving Legendary Goals. Michael Benner had his own chapter where I featured my conversation with him in the chapter and put his wisdom in the various sections of that chapter for the reader to benefit from. So I'm going to share with you now directly a couple of the amazing insights I picked up from Michael when it comes to emotional intelligence, with the goal being to make your life better and to improve your responses to the difficult situations that happen in your life. The first tip is that it's not about what someone does to you, it's how you respond that counts. It's not about what someone does to you, it's how you respond that counts. This is where you need to take control of your own emotional response. And it's easier said than done, but this is the wisdom. The wisdom behind it is that when you do take control of your emotions, you're going to more easily navigate through this very difficult journey called life, especially when we deal with these unexpected setbacks that happen to us all the time. Here's something Michael Benner says that I absolutely love. Hypothetically speaking, let's say there were 10 people in front of me right now, and I were to say the same insult to each of those 10 people. They're each going to have a unique response. Here's Michael's point. It's not about the stimulus. It is very little about the stimulus. It's all about the response. And as Michael says, your power is in how you perceive it and how you respond to it. You can't control the input. You can't control other people at all. People are going to be people, that's a fact. But you can control how you perceive the situation, which means how you interpret it in your mind, and then how you react or respond to it. And Michael is all about substituting even keel, well-tempered responses for knee-jerk reactions, meaning get rid of those knee-jerk reflexive reactions where you want to lash out at people and substitute them with that even-keeled response. Look, this is deceptively simple yet incredibly powerful. When someone says or does something to you, it's revealing more of who you are than it is them. Now let me be very, very clear right now. You are not to blame for someone else's ignorant actions. You are not to blame for someone else being a jerk or a bully, or they're just being mean for no reason, they're not being kind or understanding. You're not to blame for them, and that does say something about them. However, let's bring back the power to ourselves. Let's bring back the power to our own minds and souls and psyches, and remember that we control our response, that their input is going to reveal what's on the inside of us, and that it's important for us to stay even-keeled and well-tempered. Thank you, Michael Benner, for that amazing advice. Next emotional intelligence tip I'd like to share with you today is to keep your schedule and your daily to-dos within a higher level of awareness, In the book, I'm quoting Michael as saying during one of our phone conversations, the Dalai Lama himself wears a watch. He has a to-do list. We all have to-do lists. It's not about getting rid of time or getting rid of to-do lists. That's part of life. We need to put things into our calendar. I put things into my phone calendar all the time for things that I have upcoming during the week. And yes, I have endless to-do lists. That's absolutely good. What Michael Benner is saying, and this comes from emotional intelligence, is to maintain those to-dos within a higher level of awareness, within a more peaceful base level understanding, not getting so caught up, frazzled, and stressed out with those little things that come up. Again, this is not easy to put into practice. It's not easy at all. It's very challenging for me, for everyone else. But if we can remember on a daily basis that, like I said earlier, we're in control of our responses and that we need to maintain our to-dos, our schedule within a higher level of awareness, we'll be able to more easily deal with the ups and downs of life. Now, you might be asking, those are great tips, Jeff. How do I maintain that higher level of awareness? Here it is. Meditate. Meditate. Now, if meditation isn't your thing, you can do prayer. I know reflection is also great. If you have a journal, write down your thoughts and give yourself some time to process what's going on in your mind and your psyche. So I also encourage reflection. I like to refer to meditation the most because meditation is what really turned my life around when I was at rock bottom, when I was really down. I was really depressed. A lot of things didn't really go my way. And meditation is what allowed me to really come into the moment and not attach my self-worth to the external world, but pull that self-worth back into the wellspring of my own being. And I became more centered than I ever had previously through meditation. So just directly speaking from personal experience, I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I'm not trying to push meditation onto you if it's not your thing. But directly from my own experience, it changed my life. And there are books out there that say meditation does enhance your brain chemistry. It improves your well-being. It raises your level of happiness. So there are numerous studies out there that say meditation is good for your well-being. And another synonym for meditation that is used frequently is mindfulness. Mindfulness is another big word. If meditation is not something that you necessarily gravitate towards, maybe think of it as silence, solitude, mindfulness. There are a lot of different ways to look at it. So don't think that there's only one set way that you have to reflect and meditate. The point being is that when you do enter into the silence, when you take some time to yourself, when you lay down on the ground on your bed, or perhaps you're sitting in your chair at home, and you just let your mind go still, and you observe your thoughts. Don't get caught up in the movie itself, but step back from the movie and be the observer, the witness to your mind. That is what will raise your awareness. That's what will allow you to be more centered when difficult things happen to you. For example, when someone insults you and you have to make sure to stay centered within yourself, owning your own response and not letting that other person get the best of you. Meditation is crucial. Now, Michael Benner said something that I love. He said, you may get a thought that, and this can happen, by the way, while you're meditating. It can happen before you meditate or while you're meditating. You may get a thought that meditation is boring. I don't want to do meditation. And here's what Michael says. That's just another distracted thought taking you away from the process itself. So remember that as you're doing this, you're going to get different thoughts that come up like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, or oh, meditation, this is stupid, or oh, this isn't working as quickly as I thought. Those are all distracted thoughts, and it's a catch-22 because the more you release the distracted thoughts, the more you'll get to the peace that lies within the meditation. The challenge here is, of course, that, and this is true for myself as much as anybody else, it can be difficult to get past those distracted thoughts. How do you do it? You close your eyes, you breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and become present in your body. Observe your mind, and focus on the letting go. Another thing I learned from Michael Benner, focus on the letting go. Now, there are all sorts of guided meditations out there. I use one by an amazing woman named Kelly Howell called Awakening Kundalini, and that's been an incredibly powerful meditation. So there are guided meditations as well that you can use if you'd like to have someone in your ear guiding you through that process. But remember, it's something you can do 5 minutes a day. It's something you can do just sitting down on your chair, closing your eyes. Perhaps it's before you leave for work in your car and you just decide to sit there for a couple minutes. Maybe it's when you get home after a long day and before you do some chores at home, you decide to just sit down for a few minutes and let your mind go calm. Meditation is key. And remember, why am I saying this? It's because that process of giving yourself space, time to reflect, solitude, whether it be prayer or meditation, whatever works for you, it allows you to become more aware. It allows you to increase that level of powerful response to people, especially when you get attacked by insults and unfair remarks. That's the key. That's really the whole key to emotional intelligence, to harness your own responses. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I'm learning every single day. Hopefully you can learn as well from this advice that I'm sharing with you from the experts, that it's not about what someone does to you, it's how you respond. Take control of your own response. What happens to you is only a very little bit about the input, and it's more about how you perceive it and how you respond to it. And of course, that meditation increases your awareness and allows you to become more happy and peaceful. I'm going to put some of Michael Benner's websites and information down in the comments, in the information below, so not just only in the comments, but in the information description of the video. And of course, please subscribe to my channel. I'm always putting out great content. Like the video. If you resonated with anything I said, please share this with friends, family, maybe even coworkers. Share it with an intention of putting good messages out there to the world. And of course, I also encourage you to make your own video. If you have some knowledge, information, wisdom, if you have some great advice to share, make your own video, and please send it my way. I'd love to check it out. Have a wonderful day. Have a great week. And as always, be true to yourself, and I will see you at the mountaintop.